Wasn't bad.
What'd you watch it on? Fuck. What's it on?
HBO Max. Oh, we renewed our subscription, so you can use ours if you want.
Oh, I will. Text it to me.
Okay.
Later. You're doing that now.
I will. That's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time yet again. Fuck me, has it been too long for the Actors Lounge podcast? I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move right here.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Ew.
Not moving. Shit, I don't even want to move I don't even want to move my fridge, let alone like my whole fucking house.
Be hard to move your house. Cincinnati.
It has been forever. When was the last time we posted a fucking single thought?
Bitch, maybe February?
When
I
was the
don't know.
last time that we even had a fart joke on any of our goddamn socials? God
I
damn.
don't know. It's life.
That
Finds a way.
was brutal. We just took some time off. We've been doing different shit with our careers-ish and our jobbies. But we have returned. The Faithful 2
Back
have
bitches.
returned. Holy shit. I'm excited. It's going to take me a minute to post this because I don't remember how to edit a fucking thing. I've been so devoid of social media and editing shit's been fucking nuts.
Yeah, you did. You used to do more. I remember you sending me shit. Yeah.
All the time, yeah.
Same
Now I'm
shit.
just fucking devoid of it. But I've been like, got into that funk where I literally wasn't working. Then I started doing fucking Grubhub. Me and you were doing the DoorDashing thing. Grubhub, whatever. Then, oh my god.
Just regular guys like you.
Yeah.
But with better penises.
It's true. It's true. And we don't have to pay for sex as much. We still do. No moral high ground.
Certain things people won't do, you have to pay for it.
So today we want to talk about one of our favorite. Have we ever talked about anything of this?
Of Mortal Kombat?
Nothing, I don't think. I don't think we've ever... I think we mentioned it in a few episodes, but I don't think we've actually ever devoted an entire fucking episode
Probably not, no.
to Mortal Kombat.
It's one of our favorite fandoms. It's definitely in my top 10 of favorite fandoms anything.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
Oh my
Games, the videos.
Yeah.
Movies.
Ooh, my god.
Specifically this episode... We're talking about the new movie that released on HBO Max, and it's in theaters, right? Pretty sure it's in theaters.
Yeah, it was in theaters too.
Okay. So we are talking about that shit today. So I am so excited.
Mortal Kombat 2021. It's called Mortal Kombat. It's called Mortal Kombat, just like the 1995 film. So like that confuses
same
people.
name.
It's like Halloween. They had a Halloween in 1978, and then they had Rob Zombie's Halloween in 2007. I think.
Yeah, it was. I think it was exactly.
Yeah.
Like 20 or 30 years later, I can't remember.
And then they had the Halloween from 2018, and they're all three called Halloween.
Yeah, all of them called fucking Halloween.
It's not confusing. Jeez.
Yeah.
Way to be creative, guys. Fuck.
If I had to choose a favorite, I would probably say out of those three, Rob Zombie's Halloween.
You would say that?
Yeah.
I would say the original. I just like it.
The OG's
like,
great. It's
like
hard
it
for me to
more.
decide whether or not the OG is
But
Rob Zombie. I got some.
I like the
more
Rob Zombie
brutal.
one.
His is more brutal.
Yeah,
That's why I liked it so much. There's more blood, more gore.
He was way more violent.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we're talking movies coming out of the 70s. But moving on. We wanted to talk about the gritty, the cool, the snotty, the gory, the intense Mortal Kombat movie. Shit, who's that starring? Who's in that? It's got a very unwell-known cast, with a couple of exceptions. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, I like that they brought some new, fresh life into the franchise with lesser known actors and giving other people a fucking shot for once. I don't want to fucking see fucking famous ass person playing a famous ass character. What the fuck? That's weird. I mean, it's cute sometimes, but like we don't need. It's not needed for Mortal Kombat. We know what we're getting. We want to see. I want to see fucking Jax be Jax, Sonya be Sonya. You know, I want to see those characters. I don't want to see this person playing and overshadowing the character. Fuck that, because some of these characters are more iconic than the actors. No shade.
That's why
that's an indie
the
franchise.
first two movies, I think, not the first movie, excuse me, but the first movie, 97, I think, it was in the
95.
90s. Thank you, 95. And then this one just came out, not even 6 months old.
Mm-hmm.
One reason why those two are both and still the new Mortal Kombat movie is commercially successful. They're going to franchise it. They're definitely coming out with more. This one opened up more. I think one reason why they were both so popular was because they didn't have a big named cast. Neither one of them did. Now there were a couple of exceptions in the 95 film, which was Raiden, because at the time he was real big with Highlander. But that was really it. Mm-hmm. Like he had done some movies, worked with some
Lambert.
Yeah. Worked with some big names, but outside of that, not even the guy that playing Shang Tsung was a big fucking name. No one know really a lot about him. By the way, spoiler alert, gotta tell you. I mean, obviously, you guys know how we roll. For those of you that do listen, thank you. There's 6 of you that like our show. Remember that anytime we talk about a movie, we're gonna be telling you everything fuck about it.
Yeah, spoilers, like
every fucking detail. We haven't seen it in a while, and we have been so like trying to work out our schedules, and I didn't want to release another episode, sorry to change topics, without getting better equipment, because I got a deal on some equipment, but I haven't gotten it yet. So I'm kind of still like in that like. Yeah. But we still do it on my phone. We still have fun doing it. So I'm like, fuck it. And you had said it best. You're like, fuck it. Just not got some episodes. Start getting some collabs.
Down the road.
Yeah. It's $300 for a 4-man podcast. $300, dude. I'm fucking busting my nut. Anyway. But commercially successful with the new film. It has slightly. The guy. I love the guy who plays Shang Tsung. Now you're gonna know these names more than me.
Are you talking about the original or the one right now?
I do like the original, but the new one is still really fucking good. They really kind of pulled the reins back on him, didn't make it just about him. Although it was the entire basis of the film was fighting him, trying to thwart his fucking idea, which is the basis of the Mortal Kombat franchise, is Shang Tsung wants to combine the realms and then control all of them. Kind of like a New World Order. For you conspiracy theorists, yes, there is a conspiracy theory on Mortal Kombat and the New World Order. You can fucking find it online. Go to any Reddit chat, it'll fucking come up. But with the new film, one reason why I think it did so well is it caters to so many different audiences, being the kind of movie it is. If you've never heard of or played a Mortal Kombat game, you can watch this movie and it's a good fucking movie. If you've played 1 or 2 games, you could definitely watch this movie and be like, oh yeah, I've seen that, I know who that is. If you are, like me and you, huge fucking MK fans, yes, you see all the Easter eggs.
Die Hard.
You know all the old characters.
No, inside jokes, everything.
I'm like, the humor
not too much
there.
Get past, but can pass us by for real.
Absolutely. Yeah. You could definitely this movie caters to so many different, just like the '95 version, very much catered to a large audience. Yeah, definitely. It had every. It's so difficult. One of the most difficult things is creating a game to film or film to game medium. And it's so difficult to transverse that. Only very select games. Spider-Man had a huge success with their transitioning from film to game. Huge success. Most of the games did very, very... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Lord of the Rings had some flops, but most of the games did really, really well. Need for Speed, not so much. They tried a game to film. Did terrible.
They did? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It absolutely fucking terrible. Most of the time, whenever they try to transition from one medium to the other, it almost never works out. Because it's so difficult to either condense or expand the content, right? Because you would have to either go from film to game, you'd have to expand content and add subplots and stories and sandbox or whatever kind of game you're doing, whether it's sandbox style, whether like... forget my hiccups, like an MMO style game or like whatever your typical kind of platform or PC game is, you'd have to expand content. With the opposite direction, going from game to film, now we're condensing. Now we're smashing it together. Now we're creating a much more, in my opinion, difficult kind of thing to do. Is condensing. It's like, for fans of the game, obviously there's going to be a lot of details that you're going to have to omit. Like, you're not going to be there anymore. You're not going to see those details. Some of the humor is probably going to be gone. Some of
Sonya was Captain Exposition for a while.
yeah. So with this Mortal Kombat, they finally got it right. They finally got the games right. Finally got the fucking movies right. But yeah, I thought it was incredible.
Do you want to talk about? Go ahead.
So, one critique, didn't really much like Liu Kang. Not gonna lie.
I told you guys when we were watching it, I was like, he seems super stoned. He's all stoic and staring out in the distance and shit.
He really was like the fucking Big Lebowski of Liu Kang. He was the fucking dude of Liu Kang.
I don't know, like, because that's what I said. Like the first Liu Kang, you can, if you were stuck in an elevator with him, you could talk to him and maybe joke a little bit. But this guy is like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that would be awkward. I would not be happy in that elevator. I'd be like, this guy's just like annoying and kind of weird. Like,
Liu Kang was an Earth realm.
Like,
he was an Earth realm fighter.
Yeah,
from Earth.
Yeah. He wasn't talking about the prophecy all the time.
All that weird happy horror shit. Good actor.
I like him, but it was a strange direction to put Liu Kang in that type of character. I was like, why would they go that way?
Yeah.
He's not fun,
right?
And I mean, he's not the funnest character in general, but he's a guy, like
right.
He's not
Shang
super.
Tsung, on the other hand, completely different. Night and day, almost. Yeah, he definitely had more of a sense of humor. He's a little bit more gritty. Very much like not Shang Tsung, I'm sorry. Kung Lao.
Oh, yeah. No, I always thought Kung Lao was kind of cocky in, like, the last few games or whatever.
Yeah, he's more like
a dickish, but kind of cool, though. He's cool, though. Like, plus he can kick ass, so, like, he's
let it slide. Love his hat.
He was one of my favorite characters in this movie.
Yeah,
my God.
Who would be your favorite? Best character or no? Best character or no? And then
Kung Lao, because I feel like I would say Kung Lao first and then maybe Kano, because I don't think Kano overdid it sometimes, but Kung Lao was just a little bit more layered and cool to me. Yeah. So yeah, those are my top two.
Kano was definitely the comic relief.
Yeah, he told us to Johnny Cage's place.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
How they explained their powers was brilliant. That adaptation, that transition.
The Arcana.
Yeah. Fucking absolutely brilliant.
I actually like it. Some people online don't like it, but I like it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
To me. And,
right.
I like it. It just makes fucking sense. And it's an explanation.
Yeah.
And they didn't spend too much time on it, so they explained it and they got to where it needed to be.
It was a side plot of the film,
but
it wasn't something hugely focused on. With the exception of the main character, who, by the way, is, like in other games, a new hero character.
Because when you're playing a video game, it's like, okay, well, they're just regular mortals fighting these outworld creatures sometimes. Yeah. It's like, well, how can they do that blast and that blast? Like, did like Raiden give them special powers for this tournament? Like, what the fuck? Like,
the same assholes that are on their fucking computers bitching about the Arcana are the same fucking assholes bitching about the complete opposite in the game when they don't explain how they get their fucking powers in this tournament.
Can't hear some people happy.
Like, what the fuck? Like, make up your fucking mind. I thought that was incredibly well done.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about the whole film, although it wasn't huge and a huge monstrous part of the film, and it wasn't subtle either. It was like that perfect ingredient to the film. I thought it was so organic. It was so well done.
I like the idea. The way they executed it could have been better, because I don't like how... now, Sonya's Arcana, after she got it after she killed Kano, and then she...
That's right, yeah.
She did like a ring blast from her arm or something that she does in the video games. That's actually from the video games. So I guess it's like... video game accurate, but it doesn't really. It's just like kind of random though. It doesn't really go with anything. I don't.
Yeah, they're weird.
Like, does a special event have to happen for you to get it? Do you have to get super pissed off? It seems like you get super pissed off.
So hers was to get an Arcana, you had to be invited to the tournament.
Yeah, or kill somebody who was already invited to the tournament.
Right, which was in her case, or in the case of the main guy, his father was invited but died, so he passed it on to his kin.
Oh, okay.
Which would have been his son, which is why he had the birthmark. But the birthmark was just the invite, essentially.
Cold Young.
And then to develop it, they had to train and piss him off and get him to a point where they're over-emotional and they can release their Arcana. And
then you think you really wouldn't want that for your fighter to get overly emotional during a battle.
And I think with Sonya's character, they did a great job showing that she's brilliant. I think she's really smart. I think she has a lot going on internally, and I think that's one reason why her Arcana came out so quick, was because she was around people developing their Arcana, and then she was pissed off enough to fucking get rid of Kano. First fatality right off the bat, was Kano essentially for her. So she got the invite, she got the little mark, and then she immediately was like, okay, I got this. And then as soon as she hit her next fight, knew what her Arcana was. I really liked how it was quick and very much unexplained, unlike the other characters, but I loved how it just went, bam, got it.
She already had it in her. But it only took one character. It was only one ring, and it was only one? I thought it was 3. Oh, it might have been 3.
I think it was.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
It just went
It's
through.
kind of the way they showed it.
It just burned. Yeah, it just burned through Melina so fucking fast. It wasn't even a Sonya Melina fight. I didn't like that. It wasn't even a Sonya Melina. And the second movie, the terrible one.
Jesus.
Not Armageddon. Goddamn.
No, you're right.
Annihilation.
Yeah,
They had a mud fight. They had an actual Selena. Sonya and Melina had a fight.
So many.
It was kind of cool.
People.
But in this one, they didn't even have a fight. She just killed. Just
blew.
She was somebody else was fighting Melina, and then she stepped in to help. And then boom, boom, boom. I did my Arcana, and then bam, automatic fatality. And I was like,
which was. By the way, I don't know if you remember that one of her classic fatalities was what she did to her when she shot her through the chest and could look through it and you can see her spine. I don't remember which one that was in.
Cassie Cage did that in I think.
Sure, yeah, but she also does that as like a throwback to that same fatality that Sonya does in another game. I can't think which one it is, but she does that same fatality in another game.
Yeah,
I just can't think.
The kiss of death. She has a kiss of death, and then sometimes it'll just a shooting thing. Yeah. Too. So
did she do the kiss of death in this one?
I don't think she did. She did it in the Annihilation one against Cyrax the robot. She did it then, but she didn't. I don't think she did it in this one.
How do you kiss to death a robot?
She blew sand at him or something. Something made him explode.
That's right.
And then after that, they started doing it into the video game, so that was kind of cool. That's one thing that you can give to Annihilation. You get half a point.
Right.
Something kind of cool. Half.
Unfucking real. Worst fucking movie.
But I hated Cole's Arcana. Like,
who?
Cole Young, the main character, the original character. I thought
he was kind of cool.
What the fuck? He's an action figure? Like, what the he just got all these fucking special weapons now all of a sudden and armor? Like, what?
That was kind of strange.
He's like a Goku or a superhero now? Like, he doesn't get one special power, he's get like this.
That was a bit strange.
That's too much. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they had Cole die in the first 10 minutes of the next movie and just explain he died and let's move on to these characters we actually know and like, I would be fine with that.
I am just so glad. I am so fucking glad. I am so fucking glad Cabal was in it.
Oh, yeah, that was sweet as fuck. That was his debut.
Yeah. He was never in the other one, I don't think, was he?
He was mentioned in the second one that he had been defeated, but he was never seen.
Not in the movies.
See, I know my Mortal Kombat shit, bitch.
The miniseries. Or not the miniseries.
The cartoon or something?
No.
Oh, Conquest or something? Or the online miniseries?
I think it was the online miniseries. Yeah,
he was in
the gritty one.
I think he was gross. I think it was gross in that, wasn't he?
Was he that live action one? The Johnny Cage was like really fucking funny, kind of a drunk asshole. With the original Shang Tsung that came back for that live action.
What kind of Rebirth or something?
Yeah. It was. They were like 10-minute episodes.
Yeah.
That was actually really good.
That was great.
That was so fucking awesome. But I think they only did like 2 or 3 seasons. And they were
two
really
seasons,
short
and
seasons.
They were,
But that one, my question was Cabal in that? I just don't remember.
I think he might have been because it was a nasty one. Baraka who was in that. He was like gross, and I think Cabal might have been gross in the series too. I can't remember though.
Okay, yeah, but for him, his debut, if he was in other films,
this is film debut at least because that was a show.
He was awesome in that.
He was great. He was funny and like he would be, and he was scary looking and deadly. He was whooping Liu Kang's ass. Liu Kang, what is going on?
Yeah, right. It didn't even go back and forth. He just fucked him up.
Exactly. I was like, Liu Kang, stop smoking. Okay. He got that fire. Like for real.
He did seem like super fucking stoned.
Yeah, like
Liu Kang was a bit disappointing for me.
He was. I mean, Ludi Lin's a great actor. We know, but it was just a weird direction. Because Ludi Lin, when I thought they casted him, I was like, oh my god, that's a cool casting choice because he's a little edgier too. Liu Kang might have. He was one of the. Of course, he was Zack the Black Ranger in the Power Rangers movie we've seen from 2017.
Seriously?
That was him. Yeah, that was him. And then
that's right. I was excited too.
Yeah, you were.
That's right.
And he's hot as fuck too.
Fuck, I didn't even recognize him.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. He is a good fucking actor. What the fuck were they doing?
I don't know.
I am now more fucking pissed that you told me that.
Right. Obviously.
I am livid.
He was an Aquaman too as one of those soldiers.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like they wasted his potential. They wasted his potential.
Fuck yeah, because I know I saw him in the credits because we had read the IMDb countless times. You know, we would just pop it in there before it came out. We were excited. And I kept seeing him in it. And then when I saw the movie, I was like, where's my dude?
Right.
Fuck, you ruined it. Like, you ruined me.
They, right.
God, I'm shaking. Like, look, touch me.
Yeah, they, I don't know if you want to blame the writers or the director, but, like...
That's a director choice.
I'm not blaming the actor, because...
100% that's a director choice. Yeah. Because there's no way that... Yeah, that is fucking him. Shit. As far as, like, character transitions, 100% such a good job. Because you're right. He was, like, very wild. He had a really cool personality. He was a little bit more animated in the Power Rangers movies for sure. And then in this, he's much more disciplined, much more internalized, which is fine
for Liu Kang. But like, I don't know, he seemed a little airy.
Yeah, he really was like really just very off-putting. And I think if the director had said, you can push him a little. Give me some more edge. Give me push.
You just wander in the desert and randomly found Sonya and Kano and what the fuck? Like
he should have had more. He should have definitely had more of a personality. Liu Kang, fucking 100% should have had more of a personality. In any game that Liu Kang is in, he's got this kind of personality. It's
he's a little bit of a bland, stoic character in the video game sometimes, but in the newer ones, he's a little more upbeat, a little more youthful, and a little more.
And some of the games, playful. Yeah, and some of the newer games, his character is really, really gritty and fucking hates Raiden. Yeah, in one of the games, he
the zombie version hates Raiden. Yeah, he's over it. Because when he became undead in MK9 video game, it was fuck Raiden for all the rest of the 3 games. The last 3 games for real.
Fucking it's been fuck Raiden.
Because Raiden did fuck up a lot. Like, goddamn, what's going on, right?
A lot of pressure on that man.
But
if he had did that kind of Liu Kang, that would have been a little bit.
A pissed off Liu Kang?
Yeah, not a pissed off. A little bit of a jaded Liu Kang, like a little bit of an annoyed Liu Kang. If there was more to his character, personality-wise, I think they would have had a much better pull on the audience with that section. Because with that section, we're talking people coming in and people already involved, right? So we're talking those 2 different categories of people. Liu Kang, obviously, Shang Tsung, right? I'm sorry, I keep saying Shang Tsung. Kung Lao, Raiden. Is there one more thing? There's like one more maybe that's in. I think that's it. But that like in core group, great-ish personality. Kung Lao definitely a standout. Liu Kang was very much pulled back. I didn't like that.
Raiden was not
disappointed. Yeah.
What the fuck? First off, when you first fucking meet him, he's all like, "This is what you gave me to work with." The fuck is it? Like, excuse the fuck out of me, bitch.
Right. Now, if Liu Kang was like Raiden, and Raiden was like Liu Kang, that would have worked.
That maybe would have worked.
That would have fucking worked. That would have been great.
They're like, where is all this, why are you insulting your fighters? And that's the first thing you say to them, and you're not even saying it to them. You're saying it kind of like to Liu Kang and Kung Lao, and you're just talking like they're not there. Like, it's just dickish as hell. Like, why? Why would you?
I think Kano had a line about that too. I don't know.
He did?
I did it.
Yeah, I was very disappointed in Raiden. He didn't look, he's supposed to be a demigod or something. Demi-thunder god. And like,
no, Raiden's a thunder god. He's a thunder god.
He's a thunder god, but he's he's like the same size, shorter than everybody else.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
The only thing I really liked about Raiden was when he teleported the lightning. That was the only thing that looked cool. The acting was a miss for me.
Yeah, me too.
He wasn't intimidating at all. His presence wasn't felt. Like Shang Tsung and Raiden, you should know that. You should know you're looking at Shang Tsung and Raiden when you see them. It should be a presence about them, and I did not feel that.
All right, have you now either? I love Chow Yun-fat. Love Chow Yun-fat. He was in a movie I think called
was he Raiden?
Assassins or something? No.
Oh, okay.
But him or have you ever seen The Last Samurai?
No.
Have you seen Inception?
No.
What's wrong with you? So there's another actor whose name escapes me. One of my favorite actor. He got an Oscar nomination. And he's one of the very, very, very few Asian actors to get an Oscar nom. Like, it's very unheard of.
You're talking about Jet Li, isn't he?
No. Now you mention it, he wouldn't have been too bad. But the actor I'm thinking of, he's tall.
Okay.
He's a bit older and a wildly incredible actor. That would have been a fucking rip. Can you go on your IMDb? I want to find this guy. I can't think of his name. That's going to fucking bug me. Here on the Actors Lounge podcast. I'm fucking bugged.
Let's see.
God damn it. We're gonna do some trivia too after this. I want to look at some trivia. Yeah, you're the man. Why don't you just get the fucking app, Ed?
That's a new phone.
How many new phones do you get? How do you read this thing? There's no pictures. I'm just kidding.
No, but yeah, Raiden was disappointing as fuck.
Yeah,
and,
right.
are you looking up the character who should have been Raiden?
Yeah, I am. I want to get his name. I can't remember his fucking name.
We'll wait before we move on.
Why the fuck?
I got some things to say about Shang.
Yeah.
But yeah, Raiden was just whack. I don't know why they made him act like that. I don't know why he looked like that.
Fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Came out 2010, a decade ago.
Oh, the God.
Here we are.
Yeah, Christopher Lambert was my favorite Raiden. And then James Remar was Raiden also.
Ken Watanabe.
Let me see his face.
Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe.
Him. He'd have been a badass Raiden.
Okay.
He'd have been a fucking awesome Raiden. He's also like 6 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So he's tall as shit. That was my first, not really concern. I can't really call anything that I have an issue with in a film a concern. Because, I mean, they made a good movie, so that's fine. So, but my quarrel with their casting was, you're right, the guy's fucking tiny. We're talking that fucking God of Thunder, and they casted like some 5'0" fucking guy and gave him a staff.
It's kind of like when they had Apocalypse and X-Men Apocalypse, and he was the same size as fucking Psylocke. Like, what the fuck? Like, it just looks weird.
Oscar Isaac.
Like, can y'all like CGI something or something at least or something?
Get this guy some fucking boots or something? What the fuck?
Okay, get him some heels or something.
I did like Oscar Isaac, but guess who else was up for that role? Who would have been fucking intense?
The guy who's having his? Who?
Shit, that would have been great. Idris Elba.
He was up for
Apocalypse.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
fucking great.
Do you want to talk about...
Ken Watanabe, he was in movies such as The Last Samurai, Inception, Godzilla, and he was in 2 fucking Godzillas.
Those suck though, so you're not helping.
He was in a Pokemon movie. Yeah, that's fair. I'm trying to think.
Pokemon movie. Who was he in Pokemon?
He's probably a voice or something.
Of course he was.
He was in Transformers. He was in a bunch of shit. Absolutely. Ken Watanabe.
So you're saying he would have been a better Raiden?
Absolutely. He was taller. He's a much more experienced actor. Not that particularly makes much of a difference, but not only is he more experienced, he really has this great way on screen, man. He has an incredible way on screen. He looks so good on fucking screen.
I'm going to have to watch Inception soon.
Mortal Kombat. IMDb trivia time.
No, we're still talking about the characters. What about Shang Tsung? What did you think about him? Did you like him? I did not like him.
You didn't? I did. But it's because I like the actor. I thought the choice was good.
His hair was laid.
It's really... Yeah, he's got some weird hair. Choice was good, but again, another... pulled back.
Sometimes Shang Tsung has long hair anyways. But, I forgot he was Shang Tsung sometimes whenever we saw him. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I was like, I should know if I'm looking at Shang Tsung that's fucking Shang Tsung because it should be about to go down. He should just have a presence about him, which I did not feel. I did not feel intimidated or threatened for the characters whenever he was on screen. I'm like, okay, well, whatever happens, happens. I wasn't like, oh damn, Shang Tsung about to fight. It's really about to go down. I never felt that once in this movie. He was disappointing to me, just to me. I don't know.
Bi-Han, the guy that plays Bi-Han, who is Sub-Zero, by the way, who is also going to become Noob Saibot. The first Sub-Zero becomes Noob Saibot, which in the games, Noob Saibot was a joke character. And for those that don't know, for those that do, we're friends.
Sure, it was a joke character, not just a unlockable character?
Secret character. It wasn't unlockable at the time. It wasn't until later you could unlock him. Yeah, you could fight him. So like in the first game, the OG game, for those that don't know, Reptile was an OG character. You couldn't play as him. He was technically an NPC, but you could fight him, and you could actually win him by doing all this crazy, ridiculous shit. Like, it was fucking nuts. It was no joke. You had to fight on the pit level. You had to get 2 flawless victories during a certain time in the level, among a couple of other things as well. It was fucking nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts.
Huge ass, unbelievable list.
And I think you had to fight a specific person in the pit. So not only do you have to get to the pit and get 2 flawlesses, you have to fight a specific person there, and then get to Flawless is. So it's like you're cheesing the fuck out of these people. It's absolutely nuts. It makes no fucking sense. But anyway, in later games, Noob Saibot comes out, who later is discovered, because they give him a backstory, is Sub-Zero, who had gone to hell and then comes out of hell, makes a deal with the devil kind of situation, gets out of hell. I think through Quan Chi, I think was the one.
Quan Chi.
I believe so. So he was a secret character, I think in 3, maybe 2 or 3.
You talking about Noob Saibot?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 or Ultimate 3 or something. Yeah, one of
Something like that.
Yeah, one of the 3s, definitely.
Because him and Smoke were both secret characters. Smoke was cool. Noob Saibot was just a black character.
Right, just completely blind.
Yeah, it was literally a shadow. It was really, really cool. And then Smoke came out, who was a person that was like had smoke on him. It was really, really cool how they did his character.
A ninja version and a robot version.
Yeah,
I think the robot one was first though, but yeah.
No, it was a ninja and then robot, because when they first premiered him as a secret character, it was Noob Saibot with the Power Rangers vest, right?
You sure in the third one? 'Cause he was in the middle.
I don't remember. He was in
the robot in
segment
MK3. Yeah, he was in the middle. It would have the logo, and then sometimes it would flip to his picture, and then it would flip back in MK3 title.
Oh, okay, that might have been the one he
screen.
debuted in. Yeah, but he was a ninja first, and then later they made him.
His face on there was a robot. He was a robot first, I think. I don't think he was.
When he was a secret character, he was a ninja.
Where was he a secret character?
On 2, I think.
I think Jade was a secret character in 2, and I don't know if anybody else was.
Yeah, because Smoke was a ninja first. They didn't have any of those until 3. 3 was the first time they rolled out the Spectres. Or not the Spectres, the androids, cyborgs, thank you, cyborgs. Yeah. Well, let's find out. No, I don't want to.
Well, what'd you think about Reptile? I thought, hey, he had a good ass fight scene. That was fun. Reptile versus Sonya and Kano in Cole.
Was that Reptile or Chameleon?
No, that was Reptile.
Oh.
He was lizardy, and he could turn invisible too. He did a shitload.
That's true.
God,
I did like him.
Yeah, he had a good fight
really
scene.
did like him. I thought he could have been in the movie a little bit more, but
no, we got to get these fatalities in.
Yeah, really.
They always do him like that in the movies. He gets one fight scene and then dies.
Fucking Natara was in it, which was a strange choice to put in.
I was cool. I was excited. I was like, oh, what are they gonna do with this?
Yeah,
the way they went about it was a little disappointing, but.
Yeah, she died.
A lot of the anything after MK3, you're gonna die fast. Yeah, pretty much. Especially if you're a villain.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see them. It was at least cool to see her, but I wish the fight scene could have been just a little longer before she died, because I understand you got to get rid of these characters.
Yeah.
But to show us fatalities. But
Riku was in it too.
Yeah, and he was definitely a throwaway character. At least Natara had wings and shit.
For sure.
And some type of weird sexual flirtation with Shang Tsung. But Riku had nothing to work with. He was a big guy with a warhammer and trying to be a Shao Kahn wannabe, and that was it.
Yeah.
So he was kind of. But I'm okay with. I'm okay with that, because we just needed somebody to see fatality.
Yeah.
And it's not like they had those two characters low with personality and screen time, but it's not like it didn't really elevate Melina or Shang Tsung too much. So I was like, fuck, what'd you use the time for then? But I don't know. But I was fine with them being throwaway characters. At least we got to see them. And what the fuck? A MK4 character actually made it into a movie. Yeah. Oh my god. A character who was introduced in the MK4 game actually made it to the big screen. Who would have fucking thought?
That is true. That is true.
Wow. MK4 was my first game, so that's
Was it really? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mine
97
mine was 2 or 3. Okay. First one I owned was
in your house, yeah.
First one, I played the first one when it came out. I'm a fucking late 90s, early 80s, or early 2000s kid. So I think their first game came out in 94.
Yeah, once you play Mortal Kombat 4, the sky's the fucking limit. That's the fucking...
And that one is really, really cool. That was the first
come
game.
Up, bitch.
Yeah, that was the first game when they had 3D fighting, which I really liked. You could strafe it and move along the sides of the game. I love that idea. And the next 3-4 games, I think, were like that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they went back to 2D, which I still
2D.
don't like.
I love 2D more.
Still don't
2D.
like
I'm more of a 2D guy. It's just, I don't know. It's just more, you can do more.
Did not like it.
You can do more. It's more fast. It's faster to me.
It is much more. It's much more consolidated. There's less time for defense. Although in the newest rendition, there's an entire structured way that they build defense, so you can actually build up your defense and attack gauges, and those gauges can help you throughout play with. Very much so, yeah. So there's a thing called last leg, where if you block too much, you take more damage. Yeah,
that's fair to me. Shit.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So they call it last leg. It's like when you're just blocking low, because blocking low is hard to hit you when you're blocking low. There's only certain attacks that can hit you. It's like overhead attacks or some shit. So you got to find overhead attacks, and everyone that blocks low, they'll get, on a pinch of life left. They call that last leg. If you're in the air, you can dodge out of juggling combos. So if you get stuck in the air, you can break out of it if you have the gauge for it, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Along with a couple other things, too. So you can evade attacks. If you're, again, stuck in a combo, you can evade attacks. So the way they structured the most recent game with its defense, they did a pretty good job. Mm-hmm. I think they did a really, really good job.
Who else did you like? We talked about Reptile. Kano was funny as fuck.
Yeah. It was really fucking funny.
Sonya, she was okay.
I want to know if he improvised a lot of that. Sorry, I took a nap before you came over, so I'm still fucking tired. I'm still drinking this 5-hour energy, which is a terrible idea because I work in the morning.
What'd you think about, we could talk about Sonya and Jax. What'd you think about Sonya?
Sonya was great. I think I talked about her a little bit ago. I loved her character arc throughout the game, how she did not have an invite. And they were kind of like treating her like Meg.
Bitch, why you here? Yeah, Meg.
They really fucking Meg her.
Meg.
Yeah. they fucking Meg the fuck.
They Jan Brady that bitch.
Yeah.
You're not.
They didn't even I don't even know. I think did they not even let her eat with them or something?
No. She couldn't be in the fighting practice. She couldn't be in there. She could watch though. He said he was like, you can't join the orgy because you're ugly.
Yeah, you can watch it.
You can video game. Yeah, you can video. You got to turn me on for you to watch. So you're giving me pleasure in some form. So you can stay. But what do you think about? I thought she was an okay actress. I like when she bluffed. Kano, which I don't think he believed either. She was like, I'll give you $1 million if you show me where the Sky Temple is, which I don't know why the fuck you would know and nobody else. But anyway, she's like, I'll give you $1 million. He was like, all right, fine. And Cole Young was like, wow, you're really going to do that? She's like, fuck no, I don't have $1 million. I live in this shit alone. That was great.
Yeah, that was actually
pretty funny. She delivered that really well.
Yeah, I thought that was
She delivered that well. I was like, okay, kudos. Because that was a funny Sonya moment, which we don't really get.
That was pretty sweet. Yeah.
That might be the funniest thing Sonya's ever said in any media.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she makes jokes. She's a stone cold bitch.
Military woman.
Yeah, military woman. She's pretty serious. So she don't really make too many jokes.
Nah, she hates it.
I mean, she'll have her smart ass moments, but she's not really. She ain't even gonna really make you giggle. So that made me giggle.
Yeah, that was pretty well done. I was honestly thinking that, but not expecting her to say it.
Right. Kano, he knows she ain't got it, but he ain't got shit to do, so he's going along with it. He's like, maybe she actually do got some money. Maybe get some money.
Yeah, it was.
Because nobody believed that shit.
The humor, I will say this: the sense of humor throughout the whole film was fucking awesome. I loved how it wasn't just mostly funny, you know what I mean? Even though it was obviously an action movie, there's a lot going on, action-wise. The fighting
was an action movie with some comedy, not a comedy with action, something like that.
Not an action comedy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but although there was some fucking surprisingly hilarious. Well, you kind of have to have that because you're constantly fighting, sad, weird, sad, fight, blood, whatever.
You need comedy to put.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a break.
It's your typical Porter scene from any Shakespearean play. It's your fucking Porter scene all the way. It's that comic relief.
Hey, how about what did you think about that fight when they were in her trailer, her piece of shit trailer? It was her and Kano. It gave me Kill Bill Volume 2 with the lady with the
the main
character lady and then the lady with the eye
and Uma Thurman. Yeah,
that's what it gave me with Daryl Hannah and Uma Thurman. Yeah. I just saw Splash with Daryl Hannah.
Or what I say, El Driver. I said Daryl Hannah. I meant
yeah. But anyway, so it reminded me of them fighting in there when they were fighting in there.
I was thinking that too. I was fucking thinking of that too.
I was like, oh my god, nostalgia is fun as fuck.
That was
pretty fun fights.
That was a fucking episode, man.
And Kano only has one eye too.
That's true.
Well, I think does he have both eyes in the movie?
He only had one eye. But then one got fucking scratched up.
One got he got his Arcana and then he can laser, but I don't know if it's on. He can turn it on and off, so I don't know if he was missing an eye during that trailer fight before she killed him. But like, I don't. They both had, I think, people who got killed that day. Well, technically, Daryl Hannah didn't get killed. She just got her final eye snapped out of her fucking socket.
She was already missing,
and she was already freaking out. Actually, would you bleed out? I don't fucking know. I'm not a doctor.
No.
We're gonna move out. Yeah, we're gonna move on because I don't.
It's
know.
a socket, son. Not really.
But yeah, that was a good fight. It just reminded me of that Kill Bill 2.
There aren't any like arteries in your eye socket. So an artery is blood coming out of the heart.
Yeah, let's move on. That's gross. I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough. Well, you mentioned it.
I did. I can't. We're done.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Jax.
Jax,
he did a pretty good job. I wasn't pissed off at
Jax.
him. The only thing that I didn't like was like when he met them and stuff. And then right before Sub-Zero was pursuing them, during the Sub-Zero pursuing them, he's like, all right, just take the truck, get the fuck out of here. And then he tries to take Sub-Zero by himself. I'm like, who the fuck? That don't make no fucking sense. Like, why? That's stupid.
I knew when that scene started, that's when he was going to lose his arm.
Right.
Like, as soon as that scene started, I was like, all right, well, you fucked up.
You know what? When Jax was
and Jax is born.
When Jax debuted in Mortal Kombat 2, he had like these Wonder Woman bracelets on his wrist. And he didn't have the arms until the third one. He got the arms to help fight these fucking monsters, okay?
He didn't have the arms in the first one?
No. He was in the second. In the second game. The first game he was in, he only had these bracelets on the video.
Oh, right.
And then
right.
And then he got that. They upped the stakes in the third game, so he got those metal machine arms or whatever. Yeah. That was an addition. He had real arms. Nothing fucking tragic happened to him.
Right. Oh, okay.
Until like these last few games and movies and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, how is Jax going to lose his arms this time? Right. This movie? That's what they're doing. And I'm just like,
it's like, how's Kenny going to die in this episode?
It's going to be Ermac. It's going to be not Iceman. Sub-Zero. It's gonna, who's going to do it?
That's fucking funny.
But yeah, in this last 10 years or whatever, in whatever media, it's always some type of fucked up accident that happens.
I liked how his Arcana, I knew it was going to happen, how his Arcana was going to, that was the only real predictable part of the film was Jax in regard to his arms. Because like, when he lost his arms, they're like, okay, well, duh, it's going to happen, there you go. They started working on his arms, they gave him these steel arms he could control, but they weren't very strong.
They were like poly alligator arms.
Yeah, they were really fucking weird little pieces of metal. Legos. Yeah, basically fucking Lego arms. And his Arcana kicked in, and then he became fucking Jax, and now he's got these really cool fucking arms.
You look jerking off, you're gonna rip that shit off.
Really makes sense, yeah. I wonder if he can get... Did he have anything coming out of him? Like, did he have any guns or anything on him?
When he had a gun, he had one gun when he went to go pursue Sub-Zero by himself.
That's right.
Fucking stupid.
Like in his arms. I didn't know if his arms had projectiles. He had projectiles in his arms.
Cyborg or some shit?
Yeah.
He did?
He got his Arcana. I was wondering.
Oh, okay, shit. I can't remember all that, honey. But
I wasn't sure if he did it. I thought he did. I don't know.
Yeah, he might actually have some enhancements. I don't fucking know. But I think he did a pretty good job. He was probably one of the more famous actors in the movie. I forget his name right now. He's always shirtless in whatever he does.
That's true.
But
he's not a bad actor. Yeah. He was in.
He was in True Blood.
Yeah. I was trying to think of what that was. True Blood.
He was in
another TV show too.
Ashtray, bitch. He was in that Tyler Perry movie, Fall from Grace. It was terrible.
Really?
And he was in it, and he was funny as. On the tip of my funny. Just ask any black person to be like, what do you mean when people say ashtray, bitch? Like, just ask them. They might laugh and tell you. But anyway, that was his most iconic goddamn a couple years back. Yeah. Anyway,
he's not a very strong actor.
He's okay. He's more of a TV actor. I'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
He's in the Super, which I can't even get into, the Supergirl show. I watched maybe the first half of the first season. He's Jimmy Olsen who replaced him. Yeah, he's Jimmy Olsen in that.
Who's Jimmy Olsen?
He's the photographer for the Daily Planet. He's like Lois Lane's sidekick, camera guy.
Okay.
God, learn something. Aren't you a nerd?
Yeah, no, I'm a terrible fucking nerd.
Anyways, so he's in that. He's okay. I like to see him in stuff because he's hot and he's a decent actor, but he surprised me. He did a good job with Jax. Good job.
Yeah, he was okay.
Yeah, he was okay.
He wasn't bad.
He wasn't distractingly bad or anything.
I liked the guy that played Cyborg. I thought he would have been a fucking great...
Roy motherfucking Fisher.
Yeah, he would have been a great...
You thought he would have been a good Jax? I don't know if he can give me a really tough guy like that, though.
Similarities. They have some similarities.
Two characters.
But yeah, I don't know. I would have had to see it to really see. But I think I was just a little disappointed with Jax.
Plus,
some of the casting.
Plus that actor. That actor, he's hot, but he's
Really
more
fucks
like
me
a
up.
slim, slightly muscular. I mean, he's got muscles, but he's more like a slim. Like when you think Jax, you think like Gaston. That motherfucker's big. He's lifting weights.
Yeah.
You think of more of a beefier actor for that, like Dwayne Johnson, somebody like that.
Yeah.
For Jax, you know.
I was surprised that they didn't. Did they? No.
Do it.
Well, he was Jack. He was pretty built. He
Might be in that movie
bigger.
now because earlier in his stuff he was a little more like a basketball. player.
Yeah, absolutely. He had more of a basketball
Yeah.
build. He was much slimmer.
Yeah,
Much slimmer.
he might have been more jacked by
In this movie, I think
came
he
on.
definitely built up. So
Okay,
it's either that or
right.
they use a suit.
Right? No, they didn't. They used the real shit.
Nah.
But yeah, he was cool. Who else did we not talk about yet? Talk about Melina, bitch.
Yeah,
Let's talk
you're
about
a
Melina.
bitch.
Melina is
You're a
like
bitch.
probably my favorite character out of the whole. She's my top
She did
3.
good.
I love her in the video game. She's so fast and ferocious. But the girl Sissy Stringer playing her, she's brand new
Was
to the scene.
Katana in it?
No, and when they were casting and Melina was like one of the fourth. They announced like 4 characters that were going to be in the movie, like the first 4 characters, and they mentioned Melina, and I was like, okay, well, are they going to have Katana because like that's her clone? So it's like weird to have Melina without any Katana or Katana references. I was like, is Katana in the dungeon somewhere? They're going to explain that shit for the next movie? Like, we need to know this shit. It's gonna be weird. But
It'd be a little weird.
it was weird. It was weird to have the evil clone there without the original even mentioned or seen at all. So that's
they really
weird.
didn't make much.
Yeah.
of it. But she was.
She might not be a clone in this. She might be her twin sister,
That's
like she
fair.
was originally intended to be in the second game until they revealed that she was, half Tarkatan and not truly her sister.
Gotcha.
So that they might give us a twin vibe, and maybe they're both Tarkatans or some shit. I don't know.
Weird.
They might do some weird shit. You
One
know?
looks more Tarkatan than the other, so
Right.
she got kicked.
maybe Katana's a Tarkatan too, and gonna give a
That'd be
spell or
weird.
something. I don't know.
Katana or not? Yeah, no. Katana is more of a Shao Kahn canon part. She's definitely more involved with Shao Kahn's part of the canon. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to spin that. Maybe they're just saving certain characters for later films. I mean, they have close to, if not more than 100 different characters to kind of pull from and pop in the films. Some more popular than others.
But I would love to see Katana in the next film. I don't know if she's going to be in it, but because I love Katana. She's one of my favorites too. And I could seriously read a book about her fucking origin story because it's so fucking interesting.
Yeah.
MK9, it is so good to watch that. And oh my God, I would really read a novelization or a graphic novel comic book. I would get my ass up in that. I would read the fuck out of that because I love Katana. But yeah, Melina, she did a decent job with what she was given. I mean, she was cool.
Yeah.
She looked cool as fuck. I like her swag. She had a fat ass. That's always a plus.
Sometimes I look, Sonya was actually pretty good looking. I'm not gonna lie. Sonya's actually.
She was cute.
I thought fucking Sonya was Rachel McAdams
She kind of
for a second. I was like, fucking Rachel McAdams as Sonya? That would have been fucking sweet. That would have been fucking
She wouldn't do that
sweet.
though. She wouldn't do that though.
I love Rachel McAdams. I think she's such a good actress.
Jesus.
Such a powerhouse actress. Absolutely brilliant. And not just obviously from her work in Mean Girls, which is just your typical bitch, just a nasty person. But
Right.
I'm talking like when she worked with Philip Seymour Hoffman, when she was in some of the period pieces when she was in the movies with Robert Downey Jr., when she played the love interest to Robert Downey Jr. And
Robin Interest.
Sherlock Holmes.
Doctor. and Sherlock Holmes.
Diane Holmes.
I thought you were talking about Pepper Potts. I was like, what the fuck?
That's Avengers.
But she was a love interest for Doctor Strange. She was a doctor.
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's
So
right.
that's why I thought you were confused. I was like,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
But who's both right? Who's both right?
Yeah.
Who's both
I
right?
forgot about that shit.
Exactly, because it's forgettable. It's like, but yeah, I think Melina did a cool job. She was
She was pretty good.
I didn't like how she had Sonya right there.
She was the one that got killed by Sonya.
Yeah, she was, and it was like kind of cheap.
So
though.
now she's gone.
I think Shao Kahn's or Shang Tsung say he was gonna like resurrect some bitches or something. I don't know.
They made references to him trying to bring people back or something. I don't know. They made a reference to
I don't know. Well, you can't just throw a character like Melina away though. So that's why they should have got. They should have replaced. If they were gonna do Melina like this, they should have brought like Tanya or somebody that you could that's more expendable with less an interesting fucking rich history within the franchise. You know, get a more or Shiva. They could have used Shiva or Tanya if you wanted a bad girl fighting them. Like they could have used another bad girl for that because like I like Shiva, but I would rather throw Shiva away before Melina. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They should have used Tanya for a throwaway, just like they used Reiku for a throwaway.
Shiva's so good. Again, another canon involving Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
You know, I bet you the next film that's going to be one of the main motherfuckers.
I think we went through all the characters, so we could talk about
Easter eggs.
Okay.
Remember any Easter eggs? Kotal Khan is an Easter egg.
Yes, he was referenced when Exposition Queen Sonya was talking about the tournament and everything. They talk about the tournament, but you don't actually see the tournament, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, Nightwolf's picture was on there too.
Yeah, they prevented it. Yeah.
So that's interesting you say that because they never actually got the tournament started. Unlike the '90s version of the film where they went to the tournament where they didn't have a choice but to do the tournament. Where in this film, I want to say it caters more to the storyline because that was essentially what happened with the exception of the tournament was that they were trying to kind of create their own rules.
Yeah, I guess the Outworld, Shang Tsung and his team wanted to go kill the possible people to be in the tournament before the tournament even starts. That's shady as fuck, and I'm sure that's against the rules.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That way they can get some young bucks, like some asshole, like some fucking 10-year-old kid.
Okay, right. He just started training.
Yeah, what a motherfucker. Like
the Karate Kid.
Right.
He's gonna send the Karate Kid to
fucking Ralph Macchio and this motherfucker, and he's gonna get his ass kicked. He's gonna die.
We need some Dragon Ball Z type bitches up in here. We don't need Karate Kid. Okay?
Yeah, he will die terribly. He will die fucking terribly. So the fatalities, we gotta talk about the fatalities. Those are so good. So Shang Tsung did a classic fatality with the hat on the ground, dragging someone through his hat.
Kung Lao did that. Yeah.
And what did I say? Shang Tsung? Why do I keep doing that?
I don't know.
Kung Lao.
You have a hard on for him or something.
I really do like Shang Tsung. I'm not gonna lie. That's true. But Kung Lao did his famous hat trick.
Yes, and it was everything. Because this is Kung Lao's first movie too.
Oh shit, it is.
So it was sick as fuck to see that. He did it to Melina. He jumped on that bitch when she tried to soar down there like a bird, you know.
He was a badass. He killed like 3 fucking people to Shang Tsung see there we go again. To Liu Kang's like 1 or something.
Yeah. Who else did he kill?
Kung Lao killed Nitara.
Yeah.
Melina.
No, Sonya killed Melina with that ring blue.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Who did he kill with the hat?
He killed Melina, and I don't know if he killed anybody else. Because who killed Cabal? Liu Kang, finally? His bitch ass?
Oh. Yeah, that's a good question.
You guys made me call Liu Kang a bitch ass because you were trying what the fuck?
I don't know.
Liu Kang and Cole got their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Sonya did too, but she ain't have no Arcana, so.
That's true. She was kind of at a disadvantage. But still killed Kano, who did have his Arcana.
She did. You managed to kill 2 motherfuckers, though. Who killed... Was Liu Kang... I know Liu Kang struggled with Cabal, we said, but did he actually end up killing Cabal? He did, because he turned into a dragon. He turned into a dragon and ate his ass or something. Or
oh!
So he did.
But he had to turn into a fucking dragon to kill him.
Yeah.
Cabal didn't have to turn into a fucking bear or anything. He just was whooping his ass. He had his classic hook swords, his classic speed move.
So who else did Kung Lao kill? I think that's all he killed.
I think he killed like 2 or 3 fucking people.
Well,
I know he killed Nitara.
I
just can't remember.
Because Melina got taken.
I wish I would have watched.
Jax killed Reiko, so that was it. He
killed Reiko in glorious fashion. I think he clapped his head apart. Yeah, we'll get classic fatality. Smack his head, blasted his shit up.
Yeah.
No, and they were on the pit. No stage fatality. Disappointed.
He could have done both because he really could have kicked his ass down there afterwards.
Yeah. No fucking pit stage. No pit fatality. Bit disappointed.
Well, we can save it for next time. I'd rather see him boom it with his hands.
Yeah, I do like a double fisting, I'm not gonna lie.
Instead of, stage fatality. They can say that for the next one. We'll talk about who else. Kano wins fatality. He ripped out Reptile's
he did the heart. Yeah, he did the.
I don't know how you knew that fucking monster had a heart, but okay.
Or where the fuck it was for that matter.
Yeah, or where the fuck it was, or you got through that hard ass Godzilla skin.
What the fuck?
What's going on with your hand, bro?
Jesus.
Is that machine too? Like,
oh my god, is that part of your Arcana? I don't know.
Yeah,
he did classic heart pull from his first appearance in 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which was his first fatality. He pulled the heart out.
He said to himself, Kano wins.
Yeah, like a true motherfucker.
So I think what other fatalities were there? Oh, Shang Tsung he stole the soul of Kung Lao, which I'm mad about. I'm still salty about it.
I'm not happy about it. He better come back. Just saying. Shit, man. I don't think I got much else. All around, it was an awesome movie.
It was fun. Some people thought it wasn't that great, but it wasn't like perfect or anything. But it was entertaining as fuck. I enjoyed it. I got my life.
Yeah, it was cool.
I can't complain. Do you want to talk about what we want for the sequel?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the two
same characters. Don't fucking goddamn change Sonya. Don't fucking change Jax.
You talking about same actors for the characters?
Yes. Don't change the actors. Excuse me. Don't fucking. Well, actually, arguably, you could probably change Raiden. But other than that, don't fucking change anybody.
I would say you can change Raiden. You can change. Maybe not. I don't know if I want Shang Tsung to change or just him to do different shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
You should change Raiden because he really didn't give us nothing. At least Shang Tsung was a little more interesting. He didn't piss me off as much as Raiden. Right. Goddamn. So I would say get rid of Raiden.
So disappointed.
Yeah, just give Shang Tsung and Liu Kang better personalization or something. Yeah. I don't know the word, but like do something. Direct ass.
Nothing against the actor. He's a good actor. I wouldn't have turned down the role. I wouldn't have been like, fuck no, I'm not no Raiden. Like, no, fuck away. That's my shit.
They fucked. Something was wrong. Something's off about Raiden. I'm not here for it. So either get him with the acting coach or better director, or tell him to get the fuck out and get somebody new.
Something. Come the fuck.
But I definitely need to see. Well, we're already gonna get Johnny Cage. We already know it was heavily, implied that we were gonna get Johnny Cage. In
that they made it mentioned into an actor.
But I do. Yeah, so I do want Johnny Cage and Katana for the next film. So I do want them so bad. I want to get rid of Cole, unless he's going to be in the background. I don't know how you're going to make the Beyonce.
You don't like Cole?
No, he was just whatever.
He
was not. He was unneeded. Even if he was amazing.
He was a shitty fighter. Like, why didn't they at least make him a good fighter?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
what the fuck? Like, he got
his ass kicked by a human in the beginning of the movie, and he got his ass kicked by other characters and Goro, of course, and then he somehow beat Goro. No. Oh, that's one thing. Goro was in this movie. Remember? They let Cole teleport to that place where his family was.
That's right.
We're gonna talk about that family in a minute.
I forgot. We gotta talk about Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I don't think we mentioned them at all.
No, we'll get to them in a minute. But let's finish with Goro. I didn't like how they killed off Goro. There's
more of them.
He's been alive. No, but he's Prince fucking Goro. He's like the baddest bitch.
The one, okay.
Yeah, the one. Like they should have. If they were gonna do that, they should have got Kintaro to be a monster character for him to kill. And Kintaro's like another.
Sweet.
Kintaro's another. Yeah.
He's like the leopard one or whatever.
Yeah, the tiger one.
Mutaro too would be.
Motaro one. Yeah, he could have been. But I think Kintaro would have been better if you were actually going to kill one of the beastly ass. If you're going to let Cole kill one of the beastly ass monsters, sub bosses, it should have been Kintaro because Motaro has got too much going on, so he could be saved for later.
He's my homie.
But yeah, Prince Goro, you killed off Prince Goro like that, just like that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, Reptile and Goro would be getting killed off in these first Mortal Kombat movies.
Alright, we gotta talk about Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and I think we can call it.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes was different from the other movie.
Fucking shit. There was a scene when Bihan confronts Scorpion. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. It's the other character name. But when Bihan first confronts Scorpion, there was a scene when Bihan just sitting by a fucking tree. And the way he gets up and confronts Scorpion to actually fight him was so fucking badass. There was just something about those two's conflict that they did such an incredible job. Such an incredible job with really showing the grit of the hatred between those two people. Which is the entire franchise almost is based off them two hate fucking each other.
True, true, it really is.
You know?
Yeah, when you think Mortal Kombat, you think about the mascot Scorpion.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sub-Zero secondary. You don't think about Raiden or Liu Kang as much.
Right.
And Liu Kang is like the hero of the franchise.
Right.
But you don't really think of Liu Kang when somebody says Mortal Kombat.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, you think of Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Maybe Raiden.
Now, fun fact, what's interesting is that originally the story is that Quan Chi fooled Scorpion into believing that Sub-Zero had killed his family when he actually didn't. And then Scorpion got revenge on Sub-Zero and killed them. And that's where the feud started, was Quan Chi played some trick. So that was how they introduced Quan Chi. Yeah.
He's a huge dick.
And then that's when Bihan or Noob Saibot comes in, because Scorpion actually kills Sub-Zero and his family.
And then Noob Saibot is from there born, and that's when Sub-Zero's brother, obviously Sub-Zero with the scar in his eye, comes into the picture. So they changed the story and actually made what Quan Chi created real. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, which I thought was a fine twist. I'm totally okay with it. I don't really care that they had changed that part of the story, because again, with a movie, you kind of have to either add new details, like with the Arcana, you know what I'm saying? But that's just typical. But I loved that fucking story between them two. Their fights, their battles.
Yeah, they have the best.
They were bad, yeah, for sure.
They
fucking
put a lot of time and money into those fights.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I would love to have been the stunt guy thrown through that fucking ice wall.
The fights were fun, but they weren't super memorable unless they were the Scorpion Sub-Zero fights in this movie.
Oh yeah,
they were fun. They were awesome, but they weren't like super like memorable to me.
Their character arcs, the get over here. You can't have a movie without get over here.
You can't.
Not fucking happen.
Suckers.
In both of the movies that were great, they had it.
Yeah.
Scorpion was in the first movie. He said, "Get over here." This movie, he had a great get over here. People were weird about it coming out of his hand in the movie, in the first movie.
Yeah, like it was a living, like,
yeah.
It had a serpent's head or something.
It was, yeah. I liked that twist.
I liked it too. I'm cool with it, yeah.
Right.
It don't have to be a fucking rope with a spearhead.
Right.
Fuck you guys.
A knife on a rope. Like,
this is a movie. They can do stuff.
I thought that was kind of cool. In the games, it's now on a chain. Like it normally was, but it was more a part of his outfit and fighting style now, rather than just the get over here move, which is a brilliant move. They made him more of a samurai typed character. With obviously he's got two samurai swords. He's got the regular samurai sword, the wakizashi, which is the sword, not short like the tanto, but the mid range sword, which I thought was a brilliant idea. But in these movies with Scorpion, I thought it was so well done.
Bad to the ass.
So fucking well done. How Scorpion, not only just his fighting, but their character arc, their feud, when Scorpion became Scorpion and came fucking whooping that ass. That fight was fucking incredible because it was now back and forth. Because now Scorpion's got his swords, he's got his spear, he's got some more powers. He's not mourning the loss of his family while trying to defend himself.
Baby ass. Yeah. Right.
So much more going on. And
yeah, it was
Sub-Zero obviously
this is the first time Sub-Zero's actually been fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
He was the whole villain, hands down.
And you know what? He did a much better job than Shang.
He got more shit done. I think he did. I think you're right.
Yeah.
He did more. He was scared. He might have been scared.
He was.
Shang Tsung and the whole clique.
He was fucking intimidating. When you first see him come into the picture, he cuts someone in half.
Yeah.
He fucking just plowed a sword through someone, through one of those paper walls that they have in their fucking house, and cut up their chest and cut a motherfucker in two.
Straight out of video games.
Yeah.
And the that movie Scorpion's Revenge, straight out of that too. That was bloody.
You know what? Okay, I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. It was very fatality violent heavy. It was awesome to the core.
Another thing was the grit of the language. They had a lot of it was a rated R film. Mm-hmm. The original wasn't. It was PG-13. The 95 version was a PG-13 movie. I think
it was.
The next movie I think was PG. No, it wasn't PG.
It was 13.
It was close to it.
Yeah.
Might as well have. But this is the first time a live action film based on the franchise was rated R. And a lot of this attributes to the success of Deadpool. A lot of the new up and coming rated R films, even the last Wolverine movie with Hugh Jackman, when he dies in it, when he finally dies, rated R. I don't know if you knew that. Much more gory. Much more gory. And then a lot of that.
Yeah, I knew it was rated R.
Okay, yeah, cool. I kind of figured you knew which one I was talking about. But you can attribute that to Deadpool. The huge... So that was the highest grossing rated R film in almost 10 years, if not more. Deadpool. And then all of your next X-Men movies, some other films, anything else coming out, this now was like, okay, we can greenlight more rated R films and not just cater to a larger audience
kids all the
and
time.
pull back the content.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why they pop a PG-13 rating on a film, is to cater to a larger audience. Right. But that takes away a lot of the fun of the film.
Right. And
time again, when they do that, they create more problems than they're solving.
Okay.
So you can logically sell more tickets, but I'm not going to go see a lesser quality movie just because you pulled back the content.
Right.
and especially now with all the streaming options, don't worry about your content. Put the best thing that you think is good. If you need to add the extra content and if you need to add the extra blood, do it and then get your royalties from streaming. Because that's where most people make your money, especially now with COVID and everything, all the bullshit going on with COVID. The best thing that people have been doing was releasing films on streaming channels. Because think of all the films that were wrapping up just before March of last year.
Right.
Imagine finding a fucking release date now. Like,
I got fucked.
Fuck yeah! So a lot of them are like, let's try like Netflix or Disney Plus, and we'll either have it a part of the subscription or like with HBO or Disney, you can pay for it, like Milan. We had to pay for that until later when it was now free. I think it was a couple months after when it was died down some. They released it for free to get those royalties. So you don't have to worry about your content anymore to sell more tickets.
Right.
Ticket prices, yes, are going to be a bulk of how you can either create another franchise or show the success of the film, but now that's not important. It's not important. It's now we're looking for quality. We've been watching films for fucking 100 years. Cut us a fucking break.
Right.
Been watching movies, adapting movies, learning new skills, trying new things, evolving the style of film and entertainment. Cut us a fucking break. We're American. Do you think you give a shit if someone says fuck or cunt or dick or ass and then you see blood on a wall? No. You think anyone gives a fuck about that? No. My fucking niece, my 8-year-old niece, says more crazy shit than most people. Come the fuck on. Not a big deal.
Right.
Give me a break. Shit.
So what do you hope for the next movie?
I hope
this is obviously a setup film, let's be honest.
For sure. Agreed. I want to see Shao Kahn.
Need to quit doing that shit too.
Oh, I definitely 100% want to see Shao Kahn. I would love to see, because Reptile is one of my favorite characters, come back. I would love to see Reptile come back in some way. I'd love to see more Sonya. I think Sonya's great. I'd love to see her take more of a leadership role. Kind of take over for, what's his name? Jox. No, not Jax. No. Jax can stay. That gorgeous man can stay and do whatever the fuck he wants.
You talking about Cole?
Yeah, Cole, yeah.
Cole.
I could definitely see Sonya kind of taking more of a leadership role in this one. What else? Oh, Mutaro maybe. I want to see Shao Kahn buck some shit up. I want to see more intense fighting. I want to see an actual tournament. I want to see some old school fucking feuds. I want to see the cyborgs come. I think they're coming. I want to see Noob Saibot. Quan Chi. I would love fucking Quan Chi to come back.
Wow. No, they can't bring Quan Chi back. That's too much. You trying to
really
Shang Tsung is still alive and shit. And you want Shao Kahn and Quan Chi? You ain't getting all three. That's too much.
True. It did take him like 8 games to bring in Quan Chi and Shang Tsung together, so I cut him a break.
Right, the Deadly Alliance.
Yeah.
Do we want that or do we want Shao Kahn in the next one? Bitch, I don't now.
Yeah, I know, right? I want Shao Kahn because he's an OG. He's from 3.
And it's his tournament, low-key, ain't it?
That's true.
So, or it's a tournament.
Well, so Shang Tsung ran the first one. Shao Kahn ran the next one in 3. Shang Tsung was still the badass in 1 and 2, and then Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn in 2 and 3. 2 and 3.
Oh, he was in 2?
The second one, he was the final boss in the second tournament. Okay. And then the third one, it was the invasion, and he was...
okay, you're right. Okay, gotcha.
He only had one shot, and he failed. One job, Shang. But no, I would like, for the next film, like I told you, like Cole Young can be dead in the first 10 minutes and pass him up. I would like, of course, Johnny Cage, that's going to be fun. I'd like to see Katana. I don't know if Katana's going to be in there because, like, I feel like you already put Katana on the back burner, so do we want Katana, the big Katana and Sindel storyline? Do we want all that shit? But we might have to wait because that seems like a third movie type of thing. Right. After the first initial tournament. So maybe we'll get Katana and Sindel and that whole beef drama in the third movie. I'll wait for it. That's fine. I mean, you already fucked us with no Katana. And
that's a fair point.
But anyway, bring back Sonya, Jax, Liu Kang, do some different stuff with Liu Kang. Resurrect Kung Lao because he was the best to me. He was the best.
Yeah, I know they're gonna bring him back. I know they're gonna bring them back. I don't know how, but I know
they don't need to bring Kano back. He can say that. He was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
He ran his. He did it. We don't need to be the dead horse. We don't need to see that same thing.
We don't need.
Especially getting Johnny Cage. We got the comedy.
Oh yeah,
we got the comedy covered.
Cage is coming. I want to know what they would get for that. So
Ryan Reynolds was slated to play.
No, that was terrible fan casting. Terrible fan casting.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna hear is Deadpool and Detective Pikachu out of his mouth.
Oh,
no,
fair enough.
no.
Yeah.
Plus, he's too old. No shade.
He's up there. Yeah, that's fair.
We need a Johnny Cage who's gonna match Sonya closer to age. You know,
That's
so
true.
they can have that baby Cassie.
Yeah, that's true.
They need to be closer in age. He's just too much of a big actor to be associated with something this small. I don't think he'd even want to do it. And even if he did, I personally don't want it because I don't want to see Ryan Reynolds as Johnny Cage. I want to see a fucking Johnny Cage.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's fair. I want to see like an up and coming.
Like how we got a Sonya, we just got a Sonya.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, I just want to see more of that.
She'll be hitting the screen more.
Get these young theater actors who are hungry for it, who are talented,
for sure.
You know, get them motherfuckers
fair.
like this.
Taron Egerton wouldn't be a bad choice, possibly, but I think right now he's a bit too young. He was just in Rocket Man. That's who Taron Egerton is. Who actually wasn't a bad. He didn't do a bad job. He was good.
He fight.
Good. Well, his first movie, his breakout performance was in The Kingsman. So yeah, he's quite a brawler. For sure.
Yeah, this Johnny Cage is gonna be hot as fuck whoever they cast, but he's gonna have charisma. Oh my god, so much.
Gotta have a sense of humor,
Yeah.
big personality. Gotta be able
He's
to
gonna
bring
be
it.
he's gonna be funny, hot,
Gotta be fucking.
and goddamn, and cool. He's gonna do the whole pyramid.
He's gotta be
funny,
like
hot, and cool.
Kevin
That's hard
Hart.
to pull off.
He's gotta be like Kevin Hart and Jason Statham. He's gotta be like right in the middle.
If they had a love child, yeah, he'd have to be like that.
For sure. All
But,
right.
That for bad guys, let's see. Maybe you could bring Shiva in there. As another villain. Maybe we want Ermac.
Yeah. I would love to see Kenshi. He's a good guy, but
Yeah, Kenshi as a good guy. Bitch, we could have used Kenshi instead of J. Cole. I mean, Cole Young. What? I don't know. Kenshi would have been.
I don't know. Kenshi's story.
Kenshi's story arc is different, but I'm just saying, yeah. Maybe,
Pretty sad, pretty intense.
Mhm.
For sure, but definitely Ermac.
Maybe
Ermac is a creation of Shang Tsung.
The souls of those warriors.
Yeah,
in one body.
Yeah.
It's hot. No, it's not. It sounds
and he's
terrible.
a Spectre. He's a Spectre like one of the others. He's definitely a Spectre.
Telekinetic.
I would love to see Reptile kind of become more human and come out.
You know what?
Same.
As
a Spectre.
maybe he didn't die because he's half dinosaur or
missing a
something,
heart.
right? Yeah, he's just missing a heart.
So maybe
maybe his brother or something can come and do that transitional human thing or something.
Cool. That'd be cool.
Maybe some type of metamorphosis. It's a fucking made up character in this monster, so we can do whatever. Maybe he had some eggs he hatched. He had laid and they hatched.
Anything.
So yeah, we want. I would like Reptile to come back, resurrect his ass. But that would be dope as fuck. So I'm trying to think of what else before we wrap it up. Yeah, we talked about it.
What do we want to talk about next? Give him a clue.
Do we want to talk about Cruella?
Oh my god, yes!
Fashion. We did the straight boy thing with the fights. Now we're talking about fashion.
Yeah, so just to let you guys know, we will be talking about Cruella next time. So stay tuned for more of your favorite, worst, best, awesomest, worst, shittiest podcast ever to hit the scenes. Kind of like Joe Rogan, only really fucking bad.
Shake them tits.
Definitely terrible. So thank you guys for listening. As always, thanks for coming back. I know it's been a while, but we're getting some more equipment. We're gonna start recording this bitch like live. I definitely want to start recording video of it, and we got a good spot for it. I think my house is cool. Once I get some decent equipment, man, we're good. We're golden, bro. All right, well, thank you guys so much for listening in on the Actors Lounge podcast. Next time, again, we'll be talking about Emma Stone's incredible performance as Baby Cruella. So stay tuned, guys.
Bam.
We're out. As always, I am Shane Nicholas. With me always is...
Lamar Finesse.
And just remember, guys, it is always darker just before the dawn, and dawn is coming. Thanks for watching.